What's going on, everyone? It's Dublin. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all treating yourself. You know, take a little bite out of that apple of life. Or maybe, you know, a little sippy sip. I know I am. And just to celebrate life, you know, I wanted to open something kind of nice and show you what a truly profoundly amazing California Pinot Noir can be. And when I say that California doesn't have a cru system, well, they don't. But you can be darn sure that this Rochioli Sweetwater would be a Grand Cru if we did have a cru system. But what we do have are some wine laws, not a ton, but we have some. And this one is a single vineyard Sweetwater Rochioli 2017. And if you know, by law, if you're going to say it's a single vineyard and you label the vineyard on it, then you know it has to be top quality, because only the top tier wines in this country are going to actually have a single vineyard on it, because most places source grapes from all over the place. So this has to be 90% of that single vineyard to be called a single vineyard wine. And this one just happens to be one of the premier ones. Rochioli Sweetwater 2017, just absolutely stunning bottle. If you really want to know what world-class California Pinot Noir tastes like, go out and grab it. It doesn't have to be this year, it could be any year, but get the single vineyard Rochioli. Absolutely stunning with Sweetwater. So I picked this one. I thought it'd be just a great way to kind of like just celebrate, just nothing in general, but just, you know, sucking air and being alive and being able to appreciate a good bottle. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, Pinots like this I love because they usually just have intoxicating nose. And if you've watched some of my videos, and as you'll continue to see, I'm a sucker for a good nose. You know, I got a hunker, so it's got to be doing something right. Oh. Wow, just absolutely exactly what I thought it'd be. Completely intoxicating. This has so much just flower and like a lavender or something, like spices and flowers going on in this nose. Oh my God. Truly fantastic. Unlike the mosquito that's buzzing me, who can just go, you know, go find something else. I know you want a little bit of this, but you're not going to get it. Nope. Hell no. Not a mosquito. Oh yeah. It's like this really nice bouquet of like cranberries and raspberries coming out. You get a little bit of that touch of that cola, that Russian River cola. You know, the Sonoma, Russian River, sometimes you get, you know, Sonoma, more blueberry, Russian River, you get some of that cola. But yeah, man, just flowers and this beautiful bouquet just jumping out of that glass. You know, some Pinots, I've had really good Pinots where it's just, you know, pretty subtle kind of a nose. But not this. This is exactly what you want it to be. You know, it tickles all the senses. Just absolutely love it. All right. Very interesting. Unlike some of the wines that we've tasted here, where, you know, the nose really just goes hand in hand with the palate. This one, the nose is much, much lighter, kind of, you know, like with those flowers and kind of airiness, perfuminess, to where the palate, it's immediately just serious. It just grips you right away and says, hi, I'm a full-bodied Pinot. And I've got a little bit of age on it, but not a lot. Some. My flavors that come together. And I'm here to kind of punch you in the mouth a little bit. Dang. You warn a guy a little bit, just, geez. the nose should usually kind of say, hey, you get prepared for something here. It's going to get serious. Man, really complex. Some tertiary notes as well coming through. Surprisingly for California, you're getting some of that forest floor actually, along with just like really good concentrated kind of cranberry action going on, a little bit of pomegranate there, and there's definitely some of that spice box, a little bit of the spiciness going on, a little bit of a snap. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this thing could age a very long time. It still has really bright acidity. It still has some tannins, which Pinots are usually pretty soft in the tannins in general. This thing really has some structure there. I mean, that's when I talk about when we talk about Grand Crus, Premier Crus, out of Burgundy. They make those wines to age and last a very long time. I've had them from the 60s and 70s, and they're still very vibrant and fresh. This bottle could really go a long time and just get better and better and better. I am just absolutely floored by how complex and how much is going on in this class right now. Yep. Just a hint of that blueberry coming through. Sonoma blueberry. I love it. A little bit of that cherry cola, but it's really not strong. I've noticed over the years that the Russian River and the cherry cola-ness is not quite as pronounced as it used to be. And I don't know what you can really say as to what the reason is. I just noticed in the palate before I used to be able to I could blind Sonoma, Russian River, no problem. Bam, there's that cherry cola. I know it's Russian River. But this one, I mean, it's there a little bit in the nose and palate, but really it's something that I know what to look for, and becomes familiar to me quickly. I'm not sure if just anyone tasting this would be like, oh, it's cherry cola. Although a little couple little cherry in it. No, it's not necessarily going to jump right out at you. You're definitely going to get those concentrated berries, beautiful raspberry, cranberry. Just like that part, at least in the nose, is consistent. But you're not getting that floralness, which isn't necessarily going to be in the palate as much as it is in the nose. Oh man, I could just sometimes with a really good bottle of wine, I could just sit there and smell the glass just as long as I can drinking it. It's just as pleasurable just to get that beautiful nose. As you can see, I mean, it really has some darkness in there. I mean, it's really concentrated, really extracted. So it's not heavy in the oak. It has a little bit of that spice, but it's not just super oaky. And 2017 has had some time to integrate a bit. It doesn't have any disjointedness about it. The only thing I would say is just a touch of that closeness because of the tannins. A little bit of that, that bright acidity, to where I think with probably maybe even a little more decanting, this has probably been open just in the bottle for about half hour. But really, this bottle is going to come together, give it another 5 years, and man, it is going to be just in the high 90 point type of bottle. Absolutely beautiful. But let's talk about the food a little bit. So what I'm going to do to pair with this guy is, I love pork and Pinot, P&P. Gotta love that. Dublin says P&P power. I'm going to get some hickory chips. I'm going to get some chunk wood charcoal. Get that nice and hot, and I'm going to salt and pepper the heck out of some bone-in pork chops. Throw it on there with some hickory chips. High heat, sear it, let that smoke kind of dig in, and oh man, with this concentrated Pinot and that little bit of that spiciness coming through, I mean, talk about a match made in heaven. So I say run out, grab yourself some Rochioli Sweetwater Pinot Noir, treat yourself, have a little fun, take a bite, sip out of that wine. You know why? Because gosh darn it, you deserve it. Let's all promise to live a little, embrace life, and enjoy the simple things. Not that this is simple, it's very complex. Cheers.